In 1997, two guys named Reed Hastings and I started a company. We were just two tech enthusiasts with a vision, trying to navigate the rapidly changing landscape of the late 90s. The internet was still in its infancy, and the idea of streaming movies online was a distant dream. But we saw an opportunity in the DVD market. It was called Netflix. We had an idea: renting DVDs by mail. This was a novel concept at the time, as most people were used to driving to their local video rental store. We believed that people would appreciate the convenience of having movies delivered directly to their homes. It seemed crazy. Back then, Blockbuster was king. They dominated the video rental market with their thousands of stores across the country. Their brand was synonymous with movie rentals, and they had a loyal customer base. They had thousands of stores. People liked browsing for movies. The experience of walking through aisles, picking up VHS tapes or DVDs and reading the back covers was something many people enjoyed. It was a social activity, a part of the weekend routine for many families. We were the underdogs. We had a website and a dream. Our office was small, our resources limited, and our team was tiny. But we were passionate and determined to make our mark in the industry. No one thought we could compete with Blockbuster. They had the market cornered, and we were just a small startup with a radical idea. Many industry experts were skeptical about our chances of success. Our early days were tough. We made mistakes. We faced numerous challenges, from logistical issues to technical glitches. There were times when we doubted ourselves and wondered if we had made the right decision. We almost went bankrupt. But we learned from our failures. Each setback taught us valuable lessons, and we used those lessons to improve our service and refine our business model. We knew we had to be different. We offered no late fees, unlike Blockbuster. This was a game changer for many customers who were tired of paying extra charges for late returns. It set us apart and attracted a lot of attention. This was a big deal for customers. We also started building our technology. We invested in developing a user-friendly website and a recommendation algorithm to help users find movies they would love. We wanted to make renting movies online easy and convenient. Our goal was to create a seamless experience for our users, from browsing the catalog to receiving their DVDs in the mail. Little did we know this was just the beginning of a much larger journey. Blockbuster was a giant. They were everywhere. In the 90s, it was almost impossible to drive through a town without seeing the iconic blue and yellow sign. Blockbuster became a cultural phenomenon, a staple of weekend plans for millions of families and movie enthusiasts. They had a huge selection of movies. From the latest Hollywood blockbusters to classic films, there was something for everyone. The shelves were lined with rows upon rows of VHS tapes, each promising a new adventure or a nostalgic trip down memory lane. They offered video game rentals too. This was a game changer for many, providing access to the latest video games without the hefty price tag. Gamers could try out new releases before deciding to buy them, making Blockbuster a go-to destination for entertainment. Going to Blockbuster was a Friday night ritual for many families. It was more than just a store visit, it was an event. Families would spend hours browsing the aisles, debating which movie to watch, and often leaving with more than they planned. Blockbuster's business model was simple. You went to the store, picked out a movie, and rented it for a few days. The process was straightforward, and the staff was always there to help with recommendations or to find that elusive title. You went to the store, picked out a movie, and rented it for a few days. The anticipation of watching a new release or an old favorite was part of the charm. It was a tangible experience, from holding the VHS tape to reading the back cover for a synopsis. If you returned it late, you paid a fee. These late fees were a common frustration but also a significant revenue stream for Blockbuster. Many customers would rush back to the store to avoid these charges, adding a sense of urgency to the rental experience. This late fee system was very profitable for Blockbuster. It was a clever way to ensure that movies were returned on time while also boosting their profits. Despite the occasional grumble, customers accepted it as part of the rental process. Blockbuster didn't see Netflix as a threat. When Netflix first approached Blockbuster with a partnership proposal, they were laughed out of the room. The executives couldn't fathom a world where people would prefer to wait for DVDs to arrive by mail. They thought our idea was silly. The concept of a mail-order rental service seemed impractical and inconvenient compared to the instant gratification of in-store rentals. Blockbuster's confidence in their business model was unshakable. They didn't believe people would wait for movies in the mail. They were wrong. As technology advanced and consumer preferences shifted, Netflix's model proved to be not only viable but revolutionary. Blockbuster's reluctance to adapt ultimately led to their downfall. Netflix started to gain traction. People liked the convenience of renting movies online. They loved not having to worry about late fees. Our subscriber base began to grow. We introduced a subscription model. For a monthly fee, you could rent unlimited DVDs. This was a radical idea. It was a hit with customers. Blockbuster started to notice. They launched their own online rental service. But it was too little, too late. They were playing catch-up. Netflix's DVD by mail service was a game-changer. We built a sophisticated distribution network. We had warehouses all over the country. This allowed us to deliver DVDs quickly and efficiently. We also invested heavily in our recommendation engine. We wanted to make it easy for people to find movies they would love. This was a key differentiator for Netflix. Blockbuster's online service couldn't compete. They were slow and clunky. Their recommendation engine was no match for ours. Netflix was winning the DVD rental war. Section 5, The Streaming Revolution, Netflix's Masterstroke. In 2007, Netflix made a bold move. We launched our streaming service. This was a risky bet. Broadband internet was still in its infancy. But we believed in the future of streaming. We started small, we had a limited library of movies and TV shows, but we grew our catalog rapidly. We also invested heavily in our streaming technology. This was the beginning of the end for Blockbuster. They were slow to embrace streaming. They didn't understand the threat it posed to their business. Section 6, Blockbuster's Missed Cues, a tale of missed opportunities. Blockbuster had several chances to adapt. They could have acquired Netflix when we were small. They could have invested heavily in their own streaming service, but they didn't. They were blinded by their own success. They were arrogant. They thought they were invincible. They were wrong. By the time Blockbuster realized the gravity of the situation, it was too late. Netflix had a huge lead in the streaming market. Section 7. The fall of a giant. Blockbuster files for bankruptcy. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. The once mighty giant had fallen. They were a victim of their own hubris and their inability to adapt to change. Netflix, on the other hand, was thriving. We had millions of subscribers worldwide. Our streaming service was a global phenomenon. The entertainment industry had been transformed forever. Netflix had ushered in a new era of on-demand entertainment. Section 8. Netflix's expanding empire, original content and global domination. Netflix didn't stop at streaming. We started producing our own original content. Shows like House of Cards and Orange is the New Black became huge hits. We expanded internationally. We brought our streaming service to countries all over the world. Today, Netflix is a global entertainment powerhouse. We have over 200 million subscribers worldwide. We spend billions of dollars on original content every year. We are changing the way people consume entertainment. Section 9, The Netflix Effect, a legacy of innovation and transformation. Netflix's journey began with a simple idea: to revolutionize the way we consume entertainment. From its humble beginnings as a DVD rental service, Netflix has grown into a global powerhouse, changing the landscape of the entertainment industry forever. Netflix's impact on the entertainment industry is undeniable. With its vast library of content, it has provided viewers with an unprecedented level of choice and convenience. No longer are we bound by the schedules of traditional television networks. Instead, we can watch what we want, when we want, and on any device we choose. We have disrupted traditional media companies. We have empowered consumers. By offering a subscription-based model, Netflix has made high-quality entertainment accessible to millions around the world. This shift has forced traditional media companies to rethink their strategies and adapt to the new digital age. We have created a new model for content creation and distribution. Netflix has invested heavily in original programming, producing critically acclaimed series, films, and documentaries. This commitment to original content has not only set Netflix apart from its competitors, but has also provided a platform for diverse voices and stories that might not have been heard otherwise. The future of entertainment is streaming. As technology continues to evolve, so too does the way we consume media. Streaming has become the preferred method for many, offering instant access to a vast array of content. Netflix has been at the forefront of this shift, continually innovating to enhance the viewer experience. And Netflix is leading the way. We are constantly innovating. From pioneering new technologies to exploring new genres and formats, Netflix is always looking for ways to push the boundaries of what is possible in entertainment. Our commitment to innovation ensures that we remain at the cutting edge of the industry. We are always looking for new ways to entertain our subscribers. Whether it's through interactive storytelling, immersive experiences, or groundbreaking content, our goal is to provide our audience with the best possible entertainment experience. We listen to our subscribers and strive to meet their evolving needs and preferences. The story of Netflix is a story of innovation, disruption, and the power of ideas. It is a testament to what can be achieved when creativity and technology come together. From our early days to our current status as a global leader, our journey has been marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence and a passion for storytelling. It is a story that is still being written. As we look to the future, we remain committed to pushing the boundaries of what is possible in entertainment. We are excited about the opportunities that lie ahead and are dedicated to continuing our legacy of innovation and transformation. And it is a story that I am incredibly proud to be a part of. Being a part of Netflix means being at the forefront of a cultural revolution, where creativity, technology, and storytelling intersect to create something truly special. Together, we are shaping the future of entertainment one story at a time.